My name is Alvin, and I would like to tell my story. My mother and my dad were alcoholics. My dad left us I was about 6 years old, and my mother raised us, and it was very hard for her raising up 5 kids in the house. I started drinking. That led to marijuana, and I would smoke that, and I would drink and drink. So I kept missing so many days of work. And one of the guys, the main guys there, called me and told me he wanted to talk with me. He said, "You have a drinking problem." So I told this man, "Yes, sir, I do have a drinking problem. Not only a drinking problem, I have a drug problem also." So he said, "Well, we can get you some help." I managed to stay clean and sober for 10 years. My mother was in her 80s, and she was getting pretty sick. And when she passed, I took her death a different way than the rest of my family. Here I had 10 years clean and sober, and I went to a bar and I sat and I drank a double shot of whiskey. I lost 10 years of sobriety. I said to myself, I have to start all over again. I was afraid to start going back to church because people heard that I was drinking and using drugs and everything. So finally I mustered up to go to recovery with Pastor Leonard. He teaches recovery. So after that, I started going to church on Sundays. And before long, I was clean and sober for a year and 3 months. Pastor Jim said, "You give me a year," and Pastor Jim was right. I'm happy, I'm drug-free, I'm alcohol-free, and I love doing stuff for the church. I help cook in recovery. I love working on the stage for the AD 33, and I was helping with greeter, and my life has changed so greatly. I never thought I could wake up in the morning not grabbing a beer or drugs, and it's a good feeling to know that I'm able to do something for my life. I'm not killing myself out there using and drugging. What God has done for me, I am blessed more than I ever could imagine.
Time was up.